was 3% of the colonists that fought against the British and made us free. 3%. All right, I know people are gonna, oh my God, white power. No, it's not white power. It's 3%. You fuckers. Whatever. Anyway, got an update on EDP445. Here's a name you haven't heard in a while. I mean, not that I want to give this guy any attention, but it is what it is. So, I found out about this first from my good friend Black Bigot. Black Bigot, you know, I met Black Bigot. What year did I meet Black Bigot? 2018? Maybe it was 19. I don't know. Whatever. I met him in Phoenix, Arizona, when I lived out there. So anyway, EDP445, you know who he is, YouTuber. So he moved to Henderson, Nevada. Well, you know, I don't know what the reason for him moving to Henderson, Nevada was. I know he's a conservative Trump supporter, but people are leaving California on droves. 2020, the population of California went down. The tyranny and communism in California is just, it's ridiculous. They're talking about Los Angeles County, which about 10 million people live in Los Angeles County. It's the most populated county in the country. And they're talking about pushing vaccine mandates in LA County now. Sort of like what they're doing in New York City, where you have to have a vax card to get inside of a business. This is tyranny, straight up. They're doing it in the UK. Got to have a vax card to travel. You need a vax card to get into Canada, to get on cruise lines. I mean, this is fucking ridiculous. This is communism. And this shit's going to lead to a civil war. But that's another story. So people are leaving California. EDP445, he left California. I don't know if he got fired from his job. Then he had to find a new job. I don't know if he's got family there. I don't know if he's, because of the communism, he left California. I don't know. But he's out of California, and he got a place in Henderson, Nevada. An apartment. Now, I would in no way support EDP445. I don't support what he did. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't support anything he did. Just like I don't support Robert Robinson and all the shit that he did. I'm a constitutionalist. I'm a constitutionalist. I believe... Somebody's messaging me. Hold on. Okay, let me set my phone up. I'm a constitutionalist, okay? I believe in the Constitution. The Constitution is the law of the land. Anybody goes against it, you know, is a tyrant, a traitor. I only support constitutional patriots, those that align with the Constitution. The Constitution is the law of the land because those are our God-given rights, okay? That came from God. The Constitution outlines our rights. That's how this country was founded, God-given rights. You know, the Bible and the Constitution are the only two things I follow. You know, and I'm not perfect. I probably break it every day. But anyway. Say what you want about EDP445. I in no way endorse him, condone his actions. Never. If everything that Predator Poacher said was true, if everything they did, you know, at first when I seen that video, I'm thinking, this has got to be a stunt. You know, and then I found out it's not a stunt. This is actually the real fucking deal, you know. You know, his YouTube channel gone. I think he's got a new YouTube channel. I don't know. He came back. He had a website for a couple of months. I think it's gone now. This guy, he's kind of like O.J. Simpson. He likes the fame, you know. Well, I like the fame too, but, you know. There's some people out there that just, you know, they got to be in the spotlight. Ugh, got a sore throat. Ugh. But anyway, we have the Fourth Amendment in this country. Oh, am I at 5 minutes? Okay. You know, now let's be real. EDP was never charged with anything. He wasn't convicted of any crime. He's not a convicted felon. He has every legal right to own the firearms that he owns. You know, he's a Second Amendment supporter. He believes in the right to bear arms. Say what you want about EDP445. He may be what he is, and I'm not supporting the guy. I'll never support the guy again. But I don't promote doxing. I looked up EDP445. Bryant Moreland, his name's out there. It's public information. There's people putting out the name of his apartments, the address, and all that shit. I'm not going to do that. Number one, it's illegal. Because, number one, he was never charged with any crime. He was never convicted of any crime. And say what you want about, oh, you're protecting da-da-da-da. Say what you want. We have due process in this country for a reason. Innocent until proven guilty. Okay? We have due process, the Fourth Amendment, for a reason. Okay? I've been in a jail cell. It's not fun. Not somewhere you want to be. Horrible experience. Don't want to ever go through it again. Wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. But things happen. And let me tell you something. Until you don't know what it's like. Until you've been in a jail cell and arrested, you don't know what it's like. You got all these mind games playing with you. You have a right. Now, I was arrested in Canada. Different constitution, different rights. But I'm saying, wherever in the world, you have a right to defend yourself in court. Okay? To have your day in court, to have your say and your day in court to defend yourself. No matter what crime you're accused of. Okay? Until the government has done their damn job and convicted you. Okay? That's why we have trial by jury. Canada does it a little different. I was arrested one time in my life, and it was up in Canada. I'm not going to go into details. 2008. Enough to get me banned from the country. So Canada is very, very strict who they let in. If you got a DUI, they're not going to fucking let you in. If you got a misdemeanor, they're not going to let you fuck. You know, there's been, I don't know if this is true, but there's a rumor that there's certain types of Marines they don't even let in their country, like trained snipers or whatever. Canada is so strict. They're stricter than Mexico. Mexico, I've only been to Mexico once. I was in 2006, Laredo, Texas. I walked across the border. Nobody checked me. I just walked right in, and it's like, where's the border patrol? You know, where's the person that, you know, hey, how you doing? Why are you visiting our country? You know, what's your business here? Nothing. I just walked right in, paid the fee to walk across the bridge in Laredo, Texas. And I get over there, it's like, there's no border patrol here or what? I just walked right in. It's like, what the fuck? You know, they don't even have a fucking border. No border security. North Korea, you do that shit, it's kabam, you know? So I'm not going to promote doxing, even though I know the apartment number. I don't know the number. I know the address and the apartment name because people are blabbing it on Twitter. I'm not going to blab it for a simple fact that I don't promote doxing. I don't promote, it's illegal, number one, to pass somebody's private info or address. It's illegal, especially somebody that's never been convicted of a crime and never charged with a crime. Say what you want. He is innocent until proven guilty. So, it's not like O.J. Simpson. Now, if I found out O.J. Simpson's address, I'm still not going to dox him because he served his time in prison. He was released lawfully, and now he's moving on with his life. You don't pass somebody's info out there. I'm not gonna pass somebody's address out there. I'm not going to do it, even though I know the name of the apartments and the address. Because a simple search, it's for my eyes, and I'm not gonna spread it on here. I don't promote doxing. I don't promote that kind of shit. So EDP445, Henderson, Nevada. There's some people going after the gun range he trains at. There's been rumors of people emailing the apartment. You guys ever heard of due process? I don't like EDP445. He's not. No, that's not the kind of people I hang around with. Let me just say that. I don't promote what he did. Absolutely not. You know, there's certain people I don't want to be around with. But we, as a constitutionalist, the Fourth Amendment, you know, I'm not going to promote. You'll never see me calling the gun range and say, hey, this guy lives here or trains here. You never see me calling the apartments. I'm not going to do that shit. So I don't promote doxing. You know, the best thing you could do with EDP445, shame him wherever he goes on the internet. You know, get his internet stuff shut down. You know, whatever. If that's what you want to do, I'm not going to bother the guy. Keep an eye on him. In case he does that shit again, yeah. I mean, there is community watch groups and shit like that. That's where that shit belongs. He belongs on a community watch page, saying community watch or Henderson community watch or whatever. That's where that shit belongs. Okay, so we keep an eye on this guy. Just keep the community safe. You know, that's the best thing we can do with him. Bakersfield police, I guess they were not going to press charges against him. Kern County, I think that's the county he lived in was Kern County. That's up in California. Kern County Sheriff's Department wasn't going to press charges against him. I guess, I don't know if they didn't have enough evidence or they, you know, it's hard to prove a lot of shit on the internet. It really is. So, even though in my eyes, is convicted, but honestly, when it comes to the internet is very complex. It's really hard to prove anything on the internet. You look my name up on the internet, and you're going to see a lot of dirty shit on me. Now, whether you believe that's true or not, that's on you. You look up EDP445, you're going to find a lot of dirt on the guy. Now, if you believe that's true or not, that's on you too. So everybody has an adult mind to make up their own decisions for themselves. So I'm going to say that. The internet is very complex. You're going to find a lot of positive stuff about me. You're going to find a lot of negative stuff about me. That's the way the internet is. The internet will drag you down for the rest of your life if you let it. So whatever's out there about EDP445 or me or whoever else on the internet, it's the internet. And that's probably why the Kern County Sheriff's Department, you know, wasn't going to press charges because it's the internet. You know, it's very hard to prove anything on the internet, any crimes or whatever. That's 99.9% of crimes on the internet. They never even get charges brought up or anything. You know, when I lived in Phoenix, Arizona, I had this hacking group that was harassing me and my brother. You know, they were doxing me and shit like that, and the only thing I had was YouTube names and shit like that. And I talked to the Phoenix detective, and he's like, yeah, the internet, anything that's on the internet is very hard to prosecute or look at or whatever. You know, this is the age we live in. You know, this isn't when I was a teenager. I didn't have my first computer until I was 18 years old. I didn't have my first internet phone until I was 31. You know, so I'm kind of behind. I didn't even have my first phone until I was 19. I'm telling the truth. I didn't have my first cell phone, until I was 19 years old. Now there's fucking 11-year-olds walking around with fucking phones. It's just crazy. I didn't have my first internet phone until I was 31. 31. I'm 38. So I'm kind of behind in technology a little bit. So we live in a different world than when I was a teenager, you know. So that's it.